We know this. But listen, I've been telling this dude, man, now he's running for legitimate mayor. He's got like, pictures and suits and shit, like, like next up and all that shit. I'm like really excited about, shout out to him, man. That he's one of the most like versatile dudes. And that's where I'm like, that's one of the ways I think that music has changed. Like instead of just, us putting out records, you have to wear many hats or you're not going to be successful. You have to be active. What up, Stubby Reks? Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? And so I think you have to wear many hats. I don't think you can just rap and put out a rap record. You need to, be into art. A lot of like you need to be into media. You be active with your social media. You need to, maybe write a fucking movie. I don't know, man. But people do a lot of shit. They don't just do one thing, So it's pretty cool, to see hip hop really elevate people. And that was definitely Chachi's platform. Now he's running for mayor. Think about that.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
Well, I think a lot of people can also learn, MCs, artists in the game can learn from you and your crew and associates, how you guys put each other on and constantly promote, show each other love. I mean, there's no guy that's got to be the top and be the one in charge. It's whoever's on and popping at that time, that's who keeps it rolling.
Yeah, man. I mean, we I don't know. I mean, I had a couple of dudes that we kind of did that. Like, my boy Terry. Rest in peace, Terry. But he had his own shit, man. He had a hardcore band. He had his hip hop shit, and he was always kind of separate. Then Swan had his shit. He was with C&J Records, and people don't know C&J was like a big ass record label around like 2000, 2001, 2002, and there's some of the best records that came out of Rhode Island. Like Eighth Wonder produced them, but Chachi was on that label. Swan was on that label. Sean Jackson, it was just killer, man. I mean, Eighth Wonder and Evil had a group, Forbidden Formula. They were ridiculous. So Swan came from that. And then like Miles kind of just did his own shit. I did my own shit. And then we all kind of like respected each other and we chilled. We were like boys, but we all had our own music and our own people behind the music. And it was like that. We were really just believed in each other. We weren't one guy's ahead of another guy, and I mean, honestly, man, it's tougher now. We're getting older and, money becomes more important. It's unfortunate, but, it's like MDOT says, you're not 19 anymore. It's true, bro. You got bills. I mean, it's so you got to hustle for that. And a lot of cats are married, got kids, all that shit. And that, those were the days though, man, when we were doing, 3-4 shows a week sometimes.
Sure.
And you would show up and, I'd go to so-and-so show and they'd come to my show and bring people who weren't hip hop, people. We weren't just rapping in front of rappers. And that was dope shit, man. Big G's, if you don't know Big G's, man, he's one of my favorite dudes from Rhode Island. People sleep on Big G's. But if you don't know him, I'll send you some shit because he's like a punchline dude, man. He's sick, Yeah.
Like Geez?
No. No. Big G's like G''S.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so clearly I don't know. You'll have to send me some shit.
I'll send you some shit. He's fucking
all right.
Good,
A lot of the conversations we've been having, we're talking with artists and producers and DJs about this business and how, as Meta P, Only Music, EMS, how we treat it like a business. And, a lot of rappers, especially over the years, some of them probably don't make the money that most people think they do. But from a business standpoint, yourself being in this, as long as you've got music online, people can go and buy it. What do you do to kind of keep the business side of things as important as the personal side of things?
Well, I want to touch on a point that you just brought up, which is huge. I mean, people think that there's all types of dudes, man, and I won't name any names out of respect, but I know some industry level rappers, and like you think these dudes are good with money, and they're not. They hustle like everybody else, and so part of what it is you gotta make your time worth something. You know, you can only do so much for the love and for loyalty, and you know, like if it's my homie from back in the day, I'm not charging him anything, you know. But if it's anybody else at all, like, yeah, dude, you got to charge for a verse. You got to charge for a show. You can't waste your time. You can't squander it. And, you know, you earn your name. You work so hard for your name. Why are you giving your work away? You know, I wouldn't want to spend years to, you know, like learn how to like, you know, build fucking houses and then like do it for free for a friend. You know what I mean? Who I barely know. Maybe someone I'm cool with, you know, like, oh yeah, we
Right,
have a,
right.
well, I'm gonna build this guy a fucking house. You know, it doesn't make sense. So if you really want to treat it like a business, that's the first thing, man. You got to stop doing favors and letting people guilt you into feeling bad about that. And you shouldn't feel bad about that. It's your worth and it's your name. And then it becomes a thing. Like if you're doing too many features, even for money, if you're doing shitty features, dude, you're watered down. Like people are like, and again, I won't name any names, but there are dudes who have recycled verses. You hear the same 5 verses on, you know, record, and it sucks, man. You know, it sucks. It sucks to look forward to that, being part of their fan base, and then being like, "Oh, I've heard this on this guy's record, this guy's record." You know, like, so that's the biggest thing. The other thing, to treat it like a business, you need a team. You know, and
Absolutely.
I know Dodd has own lane. You know, Rev, man, like you guys do it right, man. You know, he's got, you know, Victor doing videos, other guys doing videos, and he does a lot himself. People probably don't realize how much that dude. I learned a lot about business from him. People don't realize what he. I mean, you know, books his own shows, fucking, you know, like masters it, edits his own videos, masters his own vocals, like shit like that is what separates people too. You know, you want to be good
Sure.
at business, you got to be a fucking maniac, and that's like not music, that's everything. You got to be a fucking maniac, dude. You got to be neurotic. You know, nothing's ever good enough.